Maybe no one has told you, but when the soul awakens, the body feels it first. And it's not in a gentle way. You may be experiencing something you can't explain. Chills for no reason. Pains that appear out of nowhere. Strange sensations in your chest. Insomnia or extreme fatigue. It feels like an illness, but it isn't. It is transformation. It is spiritual. When the awakening begins, the first change is not in the mind. It is in the body. And this is frightening, because the body speaks before the consciousness understands. And if you are chosen, this becomes even more intense. Your energy begins to expand and the body needs to adapt. Every discomfort is a sign. Nothing is broken. Everything is being adjusted. Your body is becoming more sensitive, more connected. It starts to reject environments, people, foods, and even habits that no longer match your new vibration. You are not becoming strange. You are becoming aligned. You are becoming a channel. Your body is beginning to work in service of your soul. And that changes everything. If you feel that you are going through physical changes with no logical explanation, this video is for you. Because today you will understand in a clear and human way what is happening with your body. And more than that, you will realize that none of this is by chance. You are being spiritually shaped. Every pain has a purpose. Every discomfort is a sign. If you are not yet a part of our channel, take the opportunity to subscribe now. This journey is intense, but you do not have to do it alone. When the soul begins to awaken, the body feels it first. Even before understanding what is happening, you start to notice different sensations. It is not just spiritual, it is physical as well. And this can be confusing. Pressure in your head, inexplicable heat in your chest, tingling in your hands, changes in sleep. All of this is a response from the body. The body is trying to keep up with the new frequency that your soul is receiving. It's as if it is tuning into a new station. But this change requires energy. It requires adjustments. That is why you may feel more tired, more sensitive, or even more agitated. It is a type of transformation that affects everything. Many people believe that awakening is only mental. But the chosen ones experience this with their entire body. The soul begins to fit into a space that was tight, limited, and the body, which has always housed this soul, needs to expand along with it. And this expansion brings real physical impact that is felt on the skin. Some feel a slight pain in the forehead, others a tightness in the chest, and some experience waves of heat or chills out of nowhere. It is not madness. It is not imagination. It is the body being traversed by an energy that was previously dormant. You are being realigned, even if you cannot explain it with words. The frequency of the spiritual world is more subtle but much more intense. When it begins to integrate with the body, the internal systems need to reorganize. This can affect your digestion, your sleep, your breathing. You may feel that your heart is beating differently, or that the air feels denser. This is part of it too. The body begins to signal that something has changed. And it does this with physical symptoms, because it is the only way for you to stop and pay attention. It is not punishment. It is a call. The body shouts when the soul wants to speak, and you still haven't understood the message. That is why you should listen carefully to what it is trying to say. Sensitivity increases. You notice stronger smells, sounds that didn't bother you before, touches that feel different. Everything is becoming sharper, more alive. Your body is becoming more receptive, more open. It is a preparation. It is as if it is clearing away everything that hinders connection with the invisible. Some feel this as slight discomfort, others as anxiety. But everyone, in some way, perceives that the body is no longer the same. It is the soul settling in, bringing its vibration, making itself at home with more intensity. The body of the chosen needs to be a safe house for this light. And for that, it needs to change. If you are going through this, know that you are not alone. Many people are feeling the same, even if they don't have words to describe it. The awakening is silent, but leaves signs in the body. And recognizing these signs is an important step to accepting the process with more calmness. Many people live with constant pain in their bodies and do not understand where it comes from. They get tests, seek answers, but the results show nothing. And then comes the doubt, is it me? But those who are chosen need to understand that the body feels spiritual changes before the mind comprehends. The pain appears as signs of something deeper. Heavy shoulders, tense backs, tight stomachs. These are not just physical symptoms. They are emotional layers being broken. They are old memories being cleansed. It is the body expelling what no longer serves. Each pain carries a message from the soul. Emotional blockages are stored in specific parts of the body. Unexpressed anger weighs on the liver. The sadness you held onto concentrates in the chest. The guilt you hid settles in the shoulders. Everything that was not said or felt completely stays there, waiting for the right moment to come out. During the awakening, these wounds begin to emerge, and the body moves to release them. But this liberation is not gentle. It comes in the form of pain, discomfort, unease. That is why it seems like something is wrong. But in reality, something is being healed. Something is being extracted from your structure. The chosen do not receive this process as punishment. They receive it as preparation. Because to carry light, there needs to be space. And what occupies that space are the pains of the past, the beliefs that imprison, the fears that paralyze. All of this needs to go so that the light can enter. And the body participates in this with intensity. Some call it crises, others call it strange symptoms. But what is happening is a refinement. Your energy is being refined. The body, which was a stage for trauma, now becomes a temple of consciousness. And this adjustment hurts. Because you are exchanging the skin of pain for the structure of truth. You may feel pains that come and go, sometimes in the same place, sometimes in different parts. This is not coincidence. Each part of the body holds a story. When you begin to heal, these stories ask to be addressed, and the body, with silent wisdom, begins to release. This is liberation in action. Not everyone around you will understand. They may think it is drama, fuss, or anxiety, but you feel it in your skin. And you feel it because you are cleansing from within. And no one sees what is being purified, but you know. You feel. You live the process. And this requires courage. This cleansing does not come all at once. It comes in layers. Each time you allow yourself to feel, something dissolves. Each time you accept discomfort as a sign of transformation, you move forward. Your body becomes lighter, looser, more alive, because it is now freeing itself from what was holding it back. If you are going through this, embrace it. Do not fight against it. Ask your body what it wants to show you. Give space for the pain to tell the story. Sometimes just by listening, it begins to dissolve. You are being shaped from within, not punished. You are being prepared to carry light with ease. When spiritual awakening intensifies, the signs appear in practical ways. You begin to notice changes in your daily life that seem small but carry a deep meaning. Sleep changes. Hunger changes. Your internal rhythms no longer follow what you once knew. It is the soul taking command of the body. You may sleep too much or have difficulty sleeping. And even when you rest, you still wake up tired. This happens because your body is processing a lot during the night. The unconscious is active. The energy is being recalibrated. Your sleep is no longer just rest. it has become a space for cleansing and realignment. Your appetite also changes. Heavy foods start to truly weigh down on you. Foods that once seemed normal now cause discomfort. You may feel the urge to fast or to eat only fruits, vegetables, and light foods. This is the body saying, "I no longer want to carry what hinders my vibration." The routines that once made sense begin to lose meaning. What you did automatically no longer fits. There is a silent need to change, to stop, to slow down, to create space. It's as if the soul is asking for a cleaner environment to express itself. And the body obeys this call. You may notice a natural resistance to old habits. Staying up late, eating out of anxiety, spending time in distractions. All of this starts to feel out of place. It is not guilt or a rule, it is instinct. The body is distancing itself from what drains it and getting closer to what recharges it. This movement is involuntary. It is spiritual. There are days when fatigue arrives without warning. Even if you haven't exerted yourself physically, your body feels heavy. This happens because you are working on another level. Your energy is involved in something deeper, consuming internal resources. Awakening consumes energy. That is why your routine begins to ask for more breaks. You might also notice a cycle of increased silence. A desire to be alone, to avoid noise, to not force smiles. This is your soul asking for space to reorganize everything within you. And the body listens. It begins to move with more care, with more purpose, with more truth. The tasks you once did without thinking now require more energy. Simple activities seem to exhaust you more quickly. This is not laziness or fragility. It is sensitivity. It's as if the body is saying, do only what is essential. It is trying to protect you, preserve energy, avoid waste. Many times this transformation happens without your choosing it. Appetite fades. Sleep becomes disrupted. Desires change. Your body, which was once conditioned by habits, now begins to follow the soul. You feel this in your skin, literally. And this can create confusion, fear, or doubt. But it is part of the process. Your body is adjusting everything so that you can carry more light, more sensitivity, more purpose. That is why it is cleansing excess, letting go of what no longer serves. And this emptying, even if uncomfortable, is necessary. Because you cannot live a new cycle with your body stuck in the old. These changes can cause strangeness. After all, you are still in a fast-paced world that demands consistency and productivity. But your process is different. You are transforming. The body needs to stop to receive. And when it stops, it reorganizes everything. What you eat, when you sleep, with whom you speak, where you spend energy. This adaptation is not something you need to control. It is something you need to allow. The body is finding a new frequency. And this frequency rejects excess, rejects weight, rejects hurry. Therefore, each change in your rhythm is not a failure. It is a sign of alignment. It is the soul gaining space in daily life. If you have noticed these changes, embrace them without fear. Your body is not out of adjustment. It is obeying a higher command. It is being trained to sustain more light. That is why it needs lightness, pauses, truth. Respect what it is asking for, because the soul already knows the way. As spiritual awakening deepens, the body begins to filter more clearly what is out of sync with the new energy. You no longer need to struggle to avoid what harms you. The body itself starts to reject it. And it does so clearly, even if you do not yet understand why. Certain environments that were once neutral now drain you. Very crowded places, noisy spots, or dense energy cause immediate fatigue. You enter and quickly want to leave. It is the body picking up on the vibration and protecting you. This type of reaction is common among the chosen ones. It is not fussiness. It is spiritual sensitivity in action. The same happens with people. Some presences that were once bearable are now unbearable. You feel discomfort, restlessness, or even headaches near those who carry heavy energy. The body responds with exhaustion or tension. And this is your soul creating barriers to preserve you. Sensitivity has increased because now you feel more truth. Foods also come into this filtering. Highly industrialized, processed, or artificial foods begin to harm you. Not just your stomach, but your vibration as a whole. You may feel nausea, a drop in energy, or simply a natural aversion. The body wants lightness because the soul is more active and needs clean support. This rejection is natural. It does not need to be forced. It is not a rule to follow. It is something that arises from within you. The more awake you become, the more selective you become. And this does not come from the mind. It comes from the energetic field. The body is reacting to what no longer belongs to your frequency. You may feel a certain isolation because you begin to avoid the usual places and people. But this is not loneliness. It is realignment. You are distancing yourself from what was a disguise and getting closer to what is true. The rejection of the false is just a reflection of your connection to the essence. Some will find your new choices strange. They will say that you are feeling yourself or becoming weird. But the truth is that now you feel what you previously ignored, and you can no longer pretend that you do not feel. When the body says no, it is because the soul has already decided to follow a different direction. This process also requires patience. It is not always possible to distance yourself from everything immediately. But just the fact of being aware changes everything. Because consciousness brings freedom. And over time, your body will guide you to the environments, foods, and people that nourish and no longer drain your energy. You will notice that what is not true causes automatic discomfort. Empty words, false promises, masked intentions, all of this begins to weigh on you. The body becomes restless, your breath changes, your mind becomes alert. It's as if your entire system is shouting, "Get out of here. This is not for you." The rejection you feel is a protective mechanism, a spiritual filter activated to keep your energy clean. And however uncomfortable it may be at first, this process shows that your soul is present in the body. And when the soul takes command, everything that does not align with it needs to go away. As the awakening advances, the body ceases to be just matter. It begins to function as a channel, an instrument, sensitive to spiritual presence. Those who are chosen start to perceive this subtly at first, but soon the sensations intensify. It is as if the body has gained another function, to be a bridge between the invisible and the real. You begin to feel things you cannot explain. A change in the air, a sudden vibration, chills that arise without cold. These are signs. They are codes. Your skin picks up, your heart responds, and your soul recognizes. The body starts to warn when there is something different in the environment. It reads the field even before you perceive it with your eyes. Intuition manifests physically. The heart races near certain places or people. A tightening in the stomach alerts that something is not right. Sometimes you feel a warmth in your chest, as if you have received an invisible hug. This is not coincidence. It is the energy acting through your body. The chills, the prickles at the nape of your neck, the pressure in your head, the warm pulses. All of these are manifestations of the spiritual body at work. It is showing you that there is something beyond. Something moves in the energy, and you feel it. Not out of superstition, but because you are awake. The chosen do not merely intuit, They feel with their body. You may also begin to pick up on the emotions of others more easily. Being near someone anxious makes you restless. Speaking with someone sad weighs on your chest. This happens because your field is more open. It receives, translates, and manifests this energetic information physically. You become a silent translator of the invisible. This kind of sensitivity can be hard to bear at first, because the world is not used to those who feel so much. But this is not weakness. It is a spiritual function. The body of the chosen is prepared to be a channel, and every channel needs to be clean, alert, and respected. Your body has become an extension of your soul. In some moments you may even feel presences, and it is not imagination. Sometimes your body shivers, your eyes fill with tears, the air changes. This is a sign of elevated spiritual presence. Your senses have expanded. You feel vibrations that others ignore. Your sensitivity has become a tool for perceiving the sacred. The body can also guide you in making decisions. That feeling of, "this is not for me," comes before the mind understands. The body shows, through discomfort or peace, which direction to take. It has become a map, and each sensation is a clue. Learning to listen to it is a way to converse with the soul. Even in silence, the body speaks volumes, and those who are chosen learn to interpret this language. A chill can mean yes, a tightening can mean no. A sudden dizziness can be an alert. Everything has a reason. Everything communicates. And the more you respect these signs, the clearer everything becomes. The tuning strengthens. This process transforms your relationship with life. You start to move with more sensitivity, to choose with more awareness, to distance yourself with more confidence. Because now you feel. And feeling is power, a gift, a privilege that few recognize. But the chosen body knows, it feels, it responds. And the more you take care of the body, the purer this channel becomes. Nutrition, rest, movement, everything influences the clarity of your connection. A clean body transmits better. It does not block, it flows. The chosen understand that spirituality is not just elevated thought. It is a body available for the light to circulate. The mission of the chosen requires this kind of tuning, because many times you will need to act without mental certainty, but with total energetic certainty. And the body will be your ally. It will guide you, it will signal. And this partnership between soul and body is what makes the awakening so transformative. Many people talk about awakening as if it were just a change in thought. But the chosen know, the body feels before the mind understands. It stores memories, captures vibrations, anticipates dangers. When the body speaks, the soul has already decided. The body is the first altar where transformation occurs. And this transformation does not end. It continues in layers. Each phase of awakening brings new adjustments, and with them, new signs. Some subtle, others more intense. But all are important. Your body is teaching you the way. Every symptom, every sensation is a message. Listen carefully. Honor with presence. Respect with gratitude. Do not ignore what your body is trying to show you. It is wiser than ever. And everything you are feeling is not by chance. It is tuning. The body speaks to the soul in silence. And when you learn to listen, everything begins to align. Not from the outside in, but from the inside out. You are chosen. And the chosen do not live on autopilot. They live awake. They feel more, love more, suffer more. But they also heal more, inspire more, transform more. Your body is becoming the channel for your mission. And this is one of the greatest proofs that the call is real. So take care of yourself with more kindness. Honor your limits. Rest when needed. Nourish yourself with awareness. Breathe with attention. Move with lightness. Your body is a temple. And like a temple, It needs to be cared for to sustain everything that the Spirit came to deliver to the world. Everything you are living now is preparing you. The transformations you feel are not meant to stop you. They are meant to align you. It is the universe, the soul, and the body dancing together to place you exactly where you need to be. And that place is the center of your mission. If any part of this message touched your heart, comment below. It can be a simple, "I feel this," or something you are noticing in your body and want to share. This exchange is important. It strengthens the path of all those going through this same awakening.